I want to know how bad you guys really want this trading thing. I think that some of you have been maybe manipulated and told false stories about how trading works and the results and the process. And I want to just be really, really clear with you guys on what you guys should be expecting. Whether you are a new trader or you have been in the game, I'm going to drop some real nuggets right now because this isn't something that you guys are going to want to hear. It's something that you guys are going to need to hear. Your reasoning as to why you're doing this is going to play a huge part in your success. Some of you are coming in with this mentality and this stigma that I need to make money. Maybe you're in a bad spot in life. You just lost your job. You're trying to replace your job that you literally hate. Whatever it is, you need to come into this with the right reasons. What is your why? I think that's something that a lot of you should be figuring out before you even think about trading. And your why stands for what hurts you. Why are you doing this? Do you have a strong emotional backed why as to why you're going to really take this trading thing seriously? Maybe you have someone, a family member that's in the hospital and they need $100,000 for this surgery or they're going to die in the next year. That's a real powerful why versus someone coming in, they're like, oh, I just want to make $10,000 so I could go buy a new car. The why and the reasoning behind this is going to play, like I said, a huge part in your success. I've realized that a lot of people, they give up easily in different areas of life because they aren't fully committed. They're committed for themselves, but they don't have a big enough reason as to why they're doing this. And when you understand that this is going to take immense self-development, immense willpower, immense strength to be able to get through these trying times that you are going to face, because my friends, you guys are going to face so much adversity and you're going to be broken down time and time after again when it comes to trading. Guys, this is an emotional mindset, psychological battle that you're facing every single day. And I was just on a Zoom call with one of my students and we were talking about how you need to change in order for your reality to change. And I got to the point and I was like, dude, we were talking about this in France, his name, my student, he was like, this past week I had to really look at myself in the mirror and understand that my results as a trader are a reflection of who I am as a man. And I was like, dude, that is so true. Like if you look at your trading journal, if you look at your brokerage account and you see the P&L, if you have a bunch of losses, if you're over leveraging your account, you're entering 20, 30 trades per day, dude, that is a reflection of who you are as an individual, as a human being. So once you start collecting this data and you understand, okay, well, by me making this specific decision, there's a specific outcome. And this is why I told you guys in the beginning, like, you need a why. Franz told me he has a baby on the way. He already has a kid. He's married. He has a wife. Like, dude, he has a family. That's a real reason. Like, that's much different than a 21-year-old that's trying to make money from trading. Completely day and night difference. And I think if you guys are trying to figure out what your why is, what's really going to drive you, just look at your family, dude. Are your parents fucking retired yet? If they aren't retired, that's your why right there. Get back to work. So I want you guys to realize that if you plan to come into this industry, it's going to be hard. Very, very hard. And I think that you guys need to sit back for a second and get some time to think. Get a pen and paper. Guys, I have this lockbox right here. Look at this. This box right here, I can go and set a timer. My phone is in here every single day for a couple of hours. I put my phone in this box and I put my computer away and I just think. I sit in my room and I think, what did I do yesterday or throughout the day that I'm happy about, and what things that I didn't do that I'm not happy about? What do I need to change? Guys, we're so fucking sucked in with all this technology that we have that we don't even have time to think. And people wonder why their life sucks, why they are leveling up. Dude, everything around us is to distract you, and it's not your guys' fault, guys. Like, these cell phones are horrible. Like, everything is to distract you. You need to be able to get time to think and work on yourself. Like, there's the physical side, the physique. There's the spiritual side, but the mental side, that's something that you guys need to conquer. Once you conquer yourself, that's when everything it becomes much easier. There's much more flow and less resistance. A lot of the tribulations that you guys are facing in your trading, it's self-sabotage at the end of the day. You're doing it to yourself. But it's not like we're doing this consciously. A lot of the habits that we have picked up throughout our life and our childhood, we're unconsciously performing them. They're habitual. We have done them so many times that it's now habitual in a pattern that we experience within who we are as a human being. So that's why you need to be able to get time to think. And I'm going to give you guys a really big hacker now. Figure out your 10 most important goals that you want to accomplish over the next year. And these need to be deep, like 10 of the deepest. Not, I want to get rich. Like, dude, you need to have something, a goal where it's like, I am going to make $250,000 in 2025. We're approaching what? We're like 17 days away till 2025. Are you guys ready? Are you really ready to take 2025 way more seriously than any other year in your life? Think, dude. Think. That's all you need to do. You need time to process this information and get data sets. So if you figure out your 10 most important goals and you write them down on a piece of paper, and you need to realize that your words are casting spells. The thoughts that you have, they're determining your reality. The things that you write down on a piece of paper, they're creating the life that you're going to have. So when you write down these goals, don't say, I want something. Say, I am now making $250,000 every year. Or do it in the past tense as if it's already happened. I made $250,000 in 2025. I retired my dad in 2025. I got rid of all my debt and I'm now debt free in 2025. I now have a 700 plus credit score and $100,000 Amex that I have got in 2025. Whatever your goals are, write them down to where they're very clear. And do this for the next year. I don't give a fuck. Every day you need to do this. You need to do this every day if you're really dedicated and seriously. And you should be writing down your goals, those 10 goals, write them down every morning. Rewrite them on a new piece of paper. They need to be in your mind and consciously be there. Okay? When you're done at the end of the day, go back to that list and ask yourself 2 questions. First question, what did I do today that got me closer to these goals? Okay, now you have a data set on that. You're like, okay, by me waking up early, by me going to the gym, by me eating healthy, by me reading that book, I was able to be happy about that end result that happened at the end of the day. So what did I do today that got me closer to those goals? Get those data sets, because you need to be able to get that data and constantly, what are we going to do? Consistently put ourselves within that specific pattern. Going to the gym, eating healthy, reading books, being around the right people. Those are good patterns and things that are going to push you closer to your goal. Then ask yourself, what did I do today? Or the first question, what did I do today that got me closer to my goal? And the second question is, what can I do tomorrow that will bring me closer to that goal? So obviously all those things I just said, like eating good, going to the gym, reading, self-development, hanging out with people, those are some examples. We're going to still use all those things, but then let's add in, let's work out for an extra 10 minutes, or let's start walking an extra 2,000 steps, or let's start finding new connections, better people that we can hang out and associate ourselves with. Once you get these data sets on yourself, it's like, that's when the breakthrough happens. You guys aren't battling with the markets, the market makers, the hedge funds, the banks. You're battling with your own self. Your own self. So I heard from this guy, Luke Belmar, that I really like listening to. He said, there's a Bible verse and it said, when I became a man, I put away childish things. And that's so true. Are you guys still a little boy, a little girl? Or are you going to kill the boy and the girl and become a man or a woman? Are you ready for that stage in your life? Because there are 18-year-old men that are men. And there's 40-year-old boys that are boys. Your physical, this body that we have, our hands and our face, this doesn't determine who we are. Our spirit and our subconscious does. So once you start working on yourself, and if you guys haven't figured it out, if you want the key to true happiness and fulfillment in this life, it's working on oneself. Becoming the best version of yourself. There's no materialistic item, nothing that can bring you true happiness and fulfillment than working on yourself and becoming the best version of you. What do you expect? Like, dude, when you look at Kobe Bryant, he became the best because every single day he was working on his shots, his throws. So why don't you start working on yourself every single day, and not just the physical side, but the spiritual, the mental, all these other areas of life that you guys should be working on to become the best version of you. That's your goal, guys. Take this information I gave you and run with it. I promise you, if you run with this information I gave you, your life will become so much better. And I don't want you guys to focus on an end result. Focus on a certain behavior. How can I behave in a manner that's consistent with my goals? Dude, I want to experience happiness. I want to experience peace. If a car may give me a little more peace, awesome. But I'm not reliant. I'm not dependent upon a specific outcome to allow me to behave in a certain manner. I can be happy right now without having it. And if you guys expect the cars, the jets, the women, the luxury, whatever you guys want to make you happy, if you can't experience happiness right now within your present reality, you're not going to be able to experience it in your future reality. And that's a sad truth. A lot of you, you're like, oh, once I get the car, I'll be happy. Once I get the girl, I'll be happy. No. If you can't experience true happiness, peace, and joy, all these amazing things that Heavenly Father has given us, how are you going to experience in the future? You are not. So guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. The real ones that stayed to the end of the video, you're dope. And if you guys want more like one-on-one help with your trading, one-on-one mentorship, click the link in my description and book a call with me, and let's chop it up. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.